Alrighty, second graders, this is your favorite second grade teacher, Mr. Lendy, and this is our Fundations lesson for Unit 14, Week 2, Days 1 and 2. And this is for Tuesday and Wednesday, April 15th and 14th, 2020. So I'm going to present my screen. You guys will see me. And I'm going to shift on over to full screen here. We'll do our keywords with our vowels first. A apple, E ed, I itch, O octopus, U up, consonants. F fun, f. G game, g. J jug, ch. K kite, k. L lamp, oo. M man, m. Y yellow, y. Digraphs. CH chin, ch. CK sock, k. WH whistle, w. Our controlled vowels. OR horn, or. ER her, UR burn, Welded sounds. ANG fang, ang. AM ham, am. ONK honk, onk. UNK junk, unk. And ANK bank, ank. Our digraphs. AI bait, a. AY play, a. EE jeep, e. EA eat, e. EY key, e. OI coin, oi. OI boy, oi. OA boat, o. OE toe, o. OW snow, o. And then there's OW plow, ow. Then OU trout, ow. Alrighty. So if you remember from, I'll keep on repeating, from last week, we have that OW sound. That OW, it can make snow, as in snow, o, or plow, as in ow. Okay, so that's really important. We know that we have our suffixes too. They are es, ing, ed, er, est, ish, en, able, ive, and y. Those are our vowel suffixes. What we do with those suffixes and suffixes overall for consonant suffixes is we circle them. So consonant suffixes: s, ful, less, ness, ment, ly, and ty. Alrighty, so our trick words from last week, it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So to spell Wednesday is Wednesday. And what you can do, actually, if you want to follow along when we do our trick words, you can put two fingers up like we do in class, and you can trace them when I say them, okay, in the air. So let's try that together, and I'll do it with you. I'll actually do it with my Apple Pencil here. So Wednesday, Wednesday. Wednesday. Let's try with Thursday. Thursday. That's Thursday. And Saturday. First Thursday. And Saturday. 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 All right, so those are our trick words from last week. So we're going to start this lesson off. Usually it's a word of the day. We're going to start with our trick words because we're already at this page. So I'm going to introduce a few more trick words for this week. Okay, so the 3 trick words. First one is bought. The next one is brought. And the last one is peace. Alrighty, so the first one is bought. So if I were to say that I bought a lunch, meaning that I purchased a lunch, it would be spelled like this. So B-O-U-G-H-T. So if I'm purchasing or buying, the word is bought. Okay, so B-O-U-G-H-T. Okay, so B-O-U-G-H-T if I purchase something. The next one is brought. That's B-R-O-U-G-H-T. And those words sound very similar, but they actually have different meanings. So the word brought is almost the same as saying that you carried something. If I brought you money, I would be taking my money, and the word bringing the money to you, or carrying it and then giving it possibly to you. Okay. And then the last one is piece, P-I-E-C-E. If I were to say that you have a piece of cake or a piece of candy, that means that you have a small portion of it. So it's P-I-E-C-E. So if you guys just want to get your fingers up, 2 fingers up, or if you have a pencil you want to use or something to help out. All right, let's go over these. First one is bought. Bought. B-O-U-G-H-T. Bought. Next one is brought. B-R-O-U-G-H-T. Brought. And peace. P-I-E-C-E. Peace. All righty. So what I would like you to do is, for the purposes of this lesson, what I want you to do, either today for Tuesday or Wednesday, if you can, write 6 sentences using our trick words. That would be great. So for example, I'll do an example of Wednesday, and you'll have to do another one for that. I say, I went to the park Wednesday. That would be a wonderful sentence for you to write. Now, again, you would have to write a different one than I went to the park Wednesday, but that's just an example, okay? So you need to write 6 sentences on a piece of paper, and then you can show that to your parents, okay? So we are going to move on from our trick words, and we're going to go straight into our word of the day. So word of the day for today, and you're going to have to write this in your boat book. So word of the day for today is the word tower. So the word tower. So tower meaning a structure that is high above. It's interesting with this word too, because it actually rhymes with one of the words that we've done in the past. So tower and shower, they rhyme. If you look at these words, shower, tower, they rhyme, meaning that they have that same sound in the middle of the word. All right. So for the word tower, I'll mark it up over here. That's T-O-W-E-R. And similar to shower, it's going to have the same marking up. So tower, I'll write over here, T-O-W-E-R. So tower. We have tower. Tower. Okay. We know that we circle the O-W. It's saying that ow sound. So that's our D syllable. We know that the is an R controlled. Remember, this would not be a suffix that we would circle, and we wouldn't have this extra scoop here, okay? Remember, it's not tower. If the word was tower, that would be a little bit different. We would underline the word toe and then add that ER, because that's a base word. But this is tower. So this is 2 different syllables. Okay, so please add that word to your monster book. That'd be wonderful. If you need to pause, you can. All righty, we're going to move right on. All right, so we're going to move on to our checkup for this week. Okay, so what I need you to do is please go to your checkup page. Actually, before that, I want you to go to, please go to Ross Gets Help. I totally forgot about that, so I'm sorry about that, second grade, but please go to Ross Gets Help if you have that from the other week, from last week, week 1. That'd be great, because I'm going to read the story again, and then I'm going to ask you some questions as we go over this story, just like we have in the past. And then after that, we will do our checkup, okay? So I apologize about that, but I did forget that. So we'll go here. I'll read the story, ask you some questions, and then we will go and kind of delve into this, and then we'll go into our unit checkup. All right, so story time for Ross Gets Help. So if you just want to follow along, that'd be great. When Ross was in 2nd grade, just as you guys are, he was having some problems with reading and spelling. He was working very hard and trying to do his best, but he thought the work was very hard. Sometimes he could not finish his papers or understand how to read or spell a word. He felt tired and drowsy much of the time. Each day seemed to get harder and harder. When his mother asked him how his day went, Ross wanted to shout lousy. Many days he came home with a frown. His mother wanted to see his big smile again, so she asked his teacher what she could do to help. His teacher thought that if he could get some more help after school, the work would not seem so hard. She knew Ross was a smart kid and did not want him to get further behind. Ross's mother found a teacher who could help Ross after school. Her name was Robin. Robin and Ross hit it off right from the start. Ross would go to her house 3 times a week and work on reading and spelling. Robin showed Ross how to tap out the sounds to make reading and spelling easy. It was not long before Ross became a whiz at reading and spelling. He learned the rules quickly and knew all of the sounds of the vowels. He did not mind working after school. He seemed to enjoy it. He always came with a smile and worked very hard, just as my 2nd graders always do. Even if he had to miss part of his swim team, he never pouted or complained. He was happy to get the help. Robin thinks Ross is an outstanding student and a great kid. As a matter of fact, he is one of the best students she has ever had. They have a fine time working together. Even when all of the hard work Ross does, they still find time to joke around and chat about sports. Before long, Ross will not need any help. He will do fine in school on his own. Robin will miss seeing Ross, but is glad that he is doing so well. She thinks she will always stay in touch. Alrighty, so we know from our time last time that we had some words that say that ow sound. So frown, lousy. There's a few other ones in here too that say that sound, and maybe you found them from before, which is great. Just keep in mind that we're just studying these different sounds with these stories, and they're kind of fun to read too. Alrighty, so I want to ask some questions, and maybe you can tell your parents the answers to these as they've read them with you. Okay, so first one, what is the problem in the story? Okay, what is the problem in the story? Okay, so that's the first one. And we know that the problem in the story is that Ross was having some trouble with reading and spelling, and it kind of says that in the first sentence here. Okay. Next one. What sentence tells us how Ross's mom knew that he was having trouble in school? So what sentence tells us how Ross's mom knew that he was having trouble in school? Alrighty, so for this one, we know that Ross is working hard. He's doing his best. But we know that his mom actually knows that he could not finish his papers or understand how to read and spell words, right? We knew that. And then he knew that his mom kind of saw him that he wasn't smiling as much. So his mother wanted to see him smile again. Okay. And we know that kind of indicates that maybe he wasn't doing the best or wasn't feeling confident there. Next one. How was the problem solved? How was the problem solved? Okay. So the problem was solved is that he actually went to a teacher that could help him after school. So it says Ross's mother found a teacher who could help after school. And we know that her name was Robin, and they hit it off right from the start. So that kind of gives us some evidence of the answer to that question. Next one, the sentence. I'm going to write it here. Ross wanted to quit going to school. So if I were to write that sentence on our Fundations story, and I were to ask you guys, where would this sentence best fit in our Fundations story here? Ross wanted to quit going to school. What would be the best place that would go? Just say if the author of the story wanted to add this in there, to add a little bit more detail, where would that be? Okay, where would the sentence Ross wanted to quit going to school be if the author were to add this in? Okay. Now, there might be a few different places that you might think that this would go, but one of the places I think would be right here. It says he felt tired and drowsy much of the time, meaning that he is talking about school. And I think that would be a great place to add the sentence right here. So Ross, and then you can add the sentence if you'd like in there too. So if I were to say he felt tired and drowsy much of the time, Ross wanted to quit going to school, I think that would be a perfect place to add that in there. Now, there might be another one where you think, hey, it might be up a little bit more after here where it says hard. That might be in another place too, which is a great thought because you're thinking through Ross's feelings and how he's kind of understanding his situation there too. Okay, so great. What I'm going to do is next move on to our checkup. Okay, so I'm going to erase this one from the other day, and we will go over, our checkup. So if you'd like to go to the next checkup page, that would be wonderful. Oops, I apologize here. I didn't realize that I didn't erase it. All right, so if you want to go to your next checkup, you can make the checkup mark here if you'd like to, and you should have a blank sheet of paper, and I will go over the different questions here, okay? So just try your best. Again, if you can correct yours, kind of go over those answers too. I'm going to give the answers afterwards so you have the correct ones as we go on for our unit test coming up. All righty. So next one is our unit checkup. So our sounds. First one, write the two things that say ow. Write the two things that say ow. You can pause it if you'd like in between these. So the two things that say ow are O, U, and OW. Remember, trout and plow are two of our keywords that we can use. All right, next one is write the four things that say, sorry about that. Write the two things that say, let me repeat that again. Sorry about that, second grade. What are the four things that say O? Write the four things that say O. They are O, -E, OA, OE, and OW. Remember that OW, it can say ow and O. I'm just highlighting it just so we can see. Next one, write the two things that say I. Write the two things that say I. They are I-E and Y. Number 4, write the two things that say t. Write the two things that say t. Those two things are T and ED. Alrighty, going to our words. So, first word, towers. Towers. There are 2 tall towers over there. Towers. Now, as you maybe heard this word, you think, oh, we just went over the word tower. But this is towers. This is plural. So that's T-O-W-E-R-S. That's towers. So remember, same thing. Tower. And then the S is a suffix. So circle the O-W. D syllable. E-R is an R-controlled vowel. And the S is the suffix. Next one, cloudy. Cloudy. It was cloudy outside yesterday. Cloudy. Okay. So cloudy is C-L-O-U-D-Y. Remember, we've done the word cloud last week, so we should be pretty familiar with how to mark up the word cloud. The word cloud is, circle the O-U, scoop cloud. We also know that it's a base word and it's a D syllable. Underline the C and the L. So that's the word cloud if I were to just have it there. But we know this is cloudy. Cloudy. And the Y makes that E sound. So we can easily just circle the Y. And if you did mark this, you can write that it makes the E sound. You don't have to, but if you did, that would be great. Next one, next current word. We have the word sounded. Sounded. They sounded the alarm to warn the people. Sounded. So we've done the word sound before. S-O-U-N-D. But this is not sound. It's not just sound, it's sounded. S-O-U-N-D-E-D. Same thing. O-U. It's saying that ow sound. Sound. It's a D syllable. We also know that sound is a base word. We can scoop it. We also know that the N and the D are consonants. They're right by each other. And then the ED, sounded, we can circle. Alrighty, next one is trouts. 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 That's T-R-O-U-T. So that's trout. Now the next one is trouts. So we're adding an S. So same thing, we know the word trout. It's actually one of our keywords. We can circle the OU and scoop it. You know, it's a D syllable. Trout is actually a base word, and the T and the R we underline. The S we just circle because it is a suffix. It's a consonant suffix. All right, going straight to our trick words. Trick words, they are the following. First one is bought. Bought. If I were to say, I bought 10 candies at the store, it would be B-O-U-G-H-T. That's bought. Next one, brought. Brought. If I were to say, I brought you the water bottle, it would be B-R-O-U-G-H-T. Brought, bought. Again, those are very similar words. You know that there's obviously this R in brought. Okay. Sentences to end. So sentences. First one, the boy bought a piece of candy Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. the boy bought a piece of candy Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That's a lot of candy. But we will write the sentence out. So the boy, the T has to be capital. The boy bought a piece of candy Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Oops, gotta capitalize that. Saturday. All right. Last one is the piece of cake was brought to the house. So the piece of cake was brought to the house. So remember, starts with a capital T, piece, P-I-E-C-E, of cake was brought, B-R-O-U-G-H-T, to the house. House. All right. So we know that we have some trick words. We have some words that are also definitely used throughout this unit. So trick words: bought, piece, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then again, piece and brought. We know that the word house, house, it's having that O-U sound. So house, making that ow sound. Same thing like out, house. Okay. Alrighty, second grade, this is our lesson for today. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to log off here. And thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so I'm going to log off.